Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm going to do probably the most requested video I've had for a very long time, and it's how to set up a recruitment business, either working from home or just setting up a company as a whole. So it's a recruitment agency working on behalf of clients to find candidates, and this is a very lucrative trade. There's so many companies operating in this sector, and it's very, extremely profitable. So it's a good business idea to do. A lot of people have contacted me. I've given sort of one-to-one support, so I just wanted to make a video that I can obviously refer to people. Now this is going to be a total setup. It's going to cost less than £100 to set up, with an ongoing cost of probably £20 to £30, if that, per month. So it's very sort of profitable. You'll be looking to make placements, or charging invoices of around £2,000 to £6,000. So the profit margin is huge on there, and it's everything you actually need. Most agencies operate as this within this business model. So I've got a few things I want to run through, and I've done a little short list that I want to go through. So first of all is registering a company, how to do that. Also setting up a business account to receive and pay funds. Also setting up a website, how much it's going to cost and how to do so. I won't be going into the technical element of it, but the method I use, if you can use a computer, you can probably use that. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, chances are you can do it. There's no technical knowledge associated with it, and there's full support with both the providers I'm going to recommend as well. Business email will cost you about £5 a month. I'm going to show you the functionality and what ones I use. Obviously the theme and design is a one-off payment of £20 to £50. You can get a free theme, but I would recommend a premium one, and I'll show you how to get that and set that up, and also show you my working website. Also a VoIP, which is a voice over protocol on the internet, which is this functionality which I'll show you later on, and you can either use your mobile as well if you prefer. And also a job board, which one you're going to need, and its client side is also free, so you're going to go through that. So this is all you need to set up a professional looking website, as well as a business backend. Now registering a company, you want to go on Companies House. So just Google how to register a company. The total cost is £12. You can pay by PayPal, credit, debit card, whatever you like, and you can register within 24 hours. What they do is they email you a certificate of incorporation, which allows you to get a business account after that, and obviously register as a company as a whole. You can put yourself as a director, and you can also issue shares. So if you want to give 10% of your company to your best friend, or go 50-50 in a partnership with 2-3 people, it's very easy to do that. You just name them. You'll just need details on here that are listed already. So yeah, make sure you're set up. Takes about 24 to 48 hours. They will email you the certificate of incorporation, and after that you'll have a company number which you can register a business account for. So I use Tide. I've used 3 different providers before actually, but I would look to sort of recommend Tide, and yeah, the reason being their fees are quite good. It took me literally 5 minutes to set up. I mean, I've used a few other providers. One I used Barclays, and another one I used Starling Bank. Barclays, I had to go for a 2-hour meeting, go through all this documentation. It was just annoying. Starling Bank was pretty good, but I had to keep sending them documentation, and they wanted proof of invoices, and I just felt it was a bit much. Barclays was better on that side. They didn't care. But Barclays and those high street banks charge you £5 a month to keep your account going. With Tide, it's free. There's no monthly or annual fees. There's just fees in relation to cash deposits, which we don't do on this business model. And obviously, if you want to withdraw cash, there's a £1 fee and transfer between accounts. Everything else is free, so pretty much you'll be using it for free. So that's what you need to set up this account. You do need to wait for your certificate of incorporation, so do that as soon as you can. Now with websites, you need a domain name. So your domain name is obviously what comes up at the top, and it will also be your email address. So it will be cads at. So obviously keep that in mind. You don't want something too long. I did a quick search before. This would be too long, but I just put it in bestrecruitmentagency.co.uk. So have a look at that. With GoDaddy, this is just the name, the right to the name. It's nothing else. It costs 1p for the first year, and I think £11 or £12 for the next. So a 2-year registration will cost that. If you need any help with it, let me know. There is also a 24-hour helpline or a chat box as well. So just make an account on there. Very simple to do. The domain name, there's nothing really to do apart from when you set up your hosting. Now the hosting is what powers your website. So this is obviously my section, and this is the part for WordPress, how to install it. So you literally just click install on WordPress, which is the back feature of the website. So this is my website as well, so I'll just show you this very quickly. So it's hunter with 2rs.io, which is actually my domain name. And yeah, this is how my website looks. So your hosting powers your website. You pay monthly for that. You can get pretty cheap deals, but I prefer, paying a bit more because I host a number of websites on my hosting. So this is how it looks on the back end, and as a WordPress installer. Once you've installed that, WordPress is all the functionality. It's how it runs smoothly. The other thing I want to sort of recommend is a theme, which is what the design will look like. So this is my website. I just clicked install. On one of my things, I dragged and dropped. If you can use YouTube, you're probably watching this video on YouTube, chances are you can use and set up a website. It was literally, I clicked install WordPress, and I dragged and dropped my file onto the back end, and then that was it. My website was up. I obviously went through things, changed things, and moved things around. It's very easy to do if you need any help with that. So these are the sort of themes, these are the kind of costs that you're going to look at. Some of them look really good, some of them not as good. I mean, this one, this is like a job board style, so depending on what you want, but you can probably find a free one. So you just want to type theme, so THME, so you just Google WordPress theme, and just type recruitment agency, and you'll get a load of themes come up. Once that's set up, you've got your website up and running. All you need to do really is to link this is the name server, so this is what powers your website. You'll probably need to go into GoDaddy and add it, I think, to a DDNS section, but I'll be happy to help you with that if you need it. After that, yeah, your website's up and running. So that's the few things you need to do. So this is one of the ones I just had a look at as well. So it looks quite clean cut, and I think this one's about £25, so it's relatively cheap to set up. After that, you obviously need a professional email. You will need a hosting, and you need a name and a hosting to actually register your Gmail. This is G Suite. I pay monthly for it. There's no way, I don't think you can get a free one, and I wouldn't recommend a free one anyway. So you can either use Microsoft 365 or Outlook 365, or you can use G Suite. It's much cheaper, and you can pay monthly. I think Microsoft you have to pay annually, which it's a bit of a higher cost up front. And it's very simple to use. You can add users. You can, if I've had people work for me or just work on a few positions for me, so obviously I just quickly set them up an email address they can use and then send CVs. You can set up other ones, so contact us, info at, or you can set up, a job alert one where it sends, all the CVs that come through for applicants. You can set that up however you want. So it's very simple. If you stop using it, you can download all your data as well off of it. So I would highly recommend it, and it looks exactly like Gmail. So this is pretty much it, and yeah, it's pretty simple to use, good little software. After that, you'll need a VoIP, so you might choose to use your mobile starting off, but VoIP is not expensive. You get like an 020 number, 0203 number. I won't type in it because it's making too much noise, but you can pick your number. You can look like you're operating from an office. It will show up on people's mobile, so that looks good on the client side as well when you call up. You don't necessarily want to be calling a mobile number, and you can divert calls to your mobile, so you don't have to have the computer on all day. You can literally have calls come through to your mobile. It leaves a voicemail, so this works. This on the screen, this thing is actually an app as well. So you can literally have it on your mobile and use it the same way. You can call through it, receive messages, and it records all your calls as well. So if you need to listen back to a call, you can do so. It also has a voicemail function, and it texts you or emails you voicemails as well. So if anyone leaves you a message, you can have it text to you and just listen to it from there. So it's literally a fantastic bit of tool. And it's also got a click to dial function, so you can see here, if I just click this, it dials it out. So yeah, it's very speed efficient, very efficient. I love it. So yeah, I would definitely recommend getting one. It's not a must if you just want to use your mobile. After that, we've got Indeed, which all you need to post adverts. It's free. You do need a business email account. You don't want to be using it because they'll shut your account down if you use a Gmail. So this is my past jobs that I was recruiting for, and yeah, that's literally it. It keeps all the candidates here. So even though I've filled this position, we've got all the candidates here, so I can look through their CVs, and then obviously take it on from there. So you don't need a CRM just yet. If I would recommend one, it would be Bullhorn, which is about £60 a month. But I would purchase that after you've actually got your first bit of income coming in, and then there's a few bits to add on. But this is literally all you need at the moment to set up. I would say it would take probably 3 to 4 days to set up, and it's actually all you need to get up and running. And like I said, it's going to cost you less than £100 to set up. You can probably do it for £30 if you really stretch it. That's the bare minimum. So there's nothing to it in terms of technical knowledge. It's just knowing how to add up all the dots together, and it's a registered business. And just one thing I do want to touch on, I had a few questions around Companies House. People are saying, do I need to register a company? Absolutely, you have to register a company. Now, the reason being, companies go through, what are they called? Compliance sometimes. They go through the compliance department if they're taking on a new agency. They do background checks, and if you're not a registered company, I've heard of people saying we're not going to work with you because you're not a registered company, and they'll also see that you are official and set up. And candidates like it as well. They don't want someone working in their bedroom. They want someone that's got an office sort of feel to it, that puts them at ease. So yeah, I hope this video helped. I really, really, really look forward to hearing from you guys. Do drop a comment below. Like this video if it helped. I honestly hope it has helped. If you want to get in touch, let me know. You can drop me an email. I've been known to take so many calls from people this month. So if you want to get in touch, do let me know. Many people have called me a mentor, but I don't call myself a mentor. So I'll just be happy to help. And who knows where it will lead? Maybe a partnership between us.